Any questions, please? Yeah, John?
On the hurricane, is there any consideration being given to mobilizing a Department of Defense task force to the Bahamas in a similar fashion to the one that was mobilized to Haiti after the earthquake?
Yeah, well, we are. In fact, the Coast Guard is over there in a very big way now. I think we have almost 8 helicopters, between 6 and 8. We'll have 8 there very shortly. It's a tremendous tragedy. It's so far, I mean, they found some pretty bad things, as you probably have heard. But the numbers are still, if you look at that, the numbers are still much smaller than anybody would have believed. But we're at the request of the government, and even without the request, but the government has requested, the government of the Bahamas, and we are over there in a very big way with the Coast Guard. We'll also be sending quite a few more people. We also have to watch, though, what's happening with Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina. It's on its way up, so we have to see where it hits, how it hits. We got very, very lucky in Florida, as you know, John. We talked about that a little while ago. Florida was going to take a direct hit, go right through into the Gulf, and really that would have been tragedy, and it made that right turn that a lot of people didn't expect. Very few people expected that to happen. And not only a right, it stayed fairly far away. So Florida's in great shape, and now we're going to go through some tremendous states, and we're going to see how they do. But so far, it's staying away. We think it could come on in South Carolina, come very much more onshore. We'll see what happens. But so we have to keep our guard up. We're watching that, but we're also very much helping the government of the Bahamas.
The size of the military response, Secretary
They're putting it all, yeah.
Secretary Esper was talking about clearing runways.
Right. He's doing that now, and we're doing that now. The runways were, mostly topical. The runways weren't badly hurt, other than tremendous debris, as you saw. So we're clearing runways. We're having a lot of food brought in. We're taking some of the. We were very well set up in Puerto Rico, and we didn't have to worry about it because, fortunately, I missed Puerto Rico. But we're taking some of the supplies from other places, including Florida, where we didn't have to use them, and we're going to be bringing them over to the Bahamas, where they really need it very badly, because that was a very hard hit. Yes?
President, you showed us the map earlier, the initial forecast.
Yeah.
It appeared to have been, edited or something to include Alabama. Can you explain how that change was made?
No, I just know, yeah. I know that Alabama was in the original forecast. They thought it would get it as a piece of it. It was supposed to go, actually, we have a better map than that, which is going to be presented, where we had many lines going directly, many models, each line being a model, and they were going directly through. And in all cases, Alabama was hit, if not lightly, in some cases pretty hard. Georgia, Alabama was a different route. They actually gave that a 95% chance probability. It turned out that that was not what happened. It made the right turn up the coast. But Alabama was hit very hard, and was going to be hit very hard along with Georgia. But under the current, they won't be. Georgia will be, possibly. We're going to see. We're right at that point right now. But I think Georgia's going to be in great shape. Everyone's going to be in great shape because we're going to take care of it regardless. But the original path was through Florida. That was probably 3 days. I think that's probably 3-4 days old. The original path that most people thought it was going to be taken, as you know, was right through Florida, where on the right would have been Georgia, Alabama, et cetera.
And that map that you showed us today looked like it almost had like a Sharpie.
I don't know. Yes.